In my opinion, Bitcoin is the only cryptocurrency with any value, full stop. I don't even believe in Ethereum. And I'll explain that very quickly why. It's because Bitcoin has a decentralized management structure, decentralized organization structure, and it's because Bitcoin has a known monetary policy where there'll only be 21 million of them. Every other cryptocurrency, in my opinion, is an unregulated security. It has a CEO, and they have a policy of issuing some number of tokens based upon what the CEO or others say. And as long as that's the case, it's really just like the government. They can dilute their crypto. And so all crypto, in my opinion, is a fraud. Bitcoin is actually an important technological innovation, which is digital, immutable digital scarcity.
Larry Lepard, the managing partner of Equity Management Associates, a Boston-based investment management firm, highlighted the growing awareness among people regarding the diminishing value of fiat currencies. Lepard emphasized that in this scenario, investing in Bitcoin and gold is a wise decision. He further predicted that more people would turn to Bitcoin as a means of safeguarding their assets, ultimately driving up the value of the cryptocurrency to potentially reach $100,000 and even $1 million in the future. He believes that the demise of the dollar could pave the way for a new era of prosperity for Bitcoin. In a recent interview with Kiko, Larry Lepard made some predictions about the future of the US dollar, forecasting its collapse within a decade. According to Lepard, this will prompt investors to seek refuge in assets with limited supply, such as Bitcoin. Remember to hit the notification bell and subscribe to our channel to stay up to date with our latest content.
The vested interests in the banking world do not want to see crypto survive. I mean, and let me just give you another example. This is really, we touched on this earlier when you and I talked. So crypto, Bitcoin is Bitcoin, and it's a store of value and so on and so forth. One of the things that's happened in Bitcoin that some people are aware of and others aren't, but I would encourage people to get involved in it and know about it, is something called the Lightning Network. The Lightning Network allows people to move currency, money, between themselves for less than a penny per transaction. And, right now, MasterCard and Visa are charging, 3% or 300 basis points on every single transaction you make using their cards. This would effectively destroy their businesses. And so you can see that there are very big vested interests that do not want to let cryptocurrency disrupt the existing financial, system. I believe they may take a lot of bad actions. And I think we talked offline about this. I mean, it's possible they're going to tax Bitcoin heavily. It's possible they could outlaw. It's possible they say you're going to deal with Bitcoin, you're going to go to jail for 10 years. I mean, I think at some point as the currency starts to collapse, I could very easily see, and I saw a little bit of it the last time around, I could very easily see people in positions of power saying, these gold and Bitcoin people, they're really kind of ruining our monetary system. And that what they're doing is un-American. I mean, and just as they told us we had to buy, government bonds to support World War II, they're going to say these, gold and Bitcoin people are bad people, and we need to tax that shit like 90%. I mean, that's entirely possible. I don't, write that off. The thing though, that here's where I think we ultimately win. America's not the only country in the world. There are, 300 million of us or something. There are billions of people in the world. Okay. And, Bitcoin's not really seizable. If you've got it on cold storage, you've got your 12 seed words, they can't take it away from you. They might know you have it because they can follow it. Unless you've cleaned your coins, they can follow where you got it from. They can't really take it away from you. I mean, you're as strong as an army in terms of defending your wealth.
When comparing Bitcoin to gold, Lepard pointed out that the supply of Bitcoin is limited to 21 million, whereas this is not the case for gold. He believes that this factor will give Bitcoin an advantage over gold, as any increase in the price of gold would lead to more pressure to mine it, while the limited supply of Bitcoin would prevent such inflationary pressures.
50 plus years to build the paper gold market. And it's not even up for debate anymore. The gold price is massively manipulated as a result of the paper. They could try and do the same thing with Bitcoin, and I think there's a possibility that they will. It's going to be harder because it's more volatile. I mean, Bitcoin has gone up 5x in less than a year and a half. Gold's never done that. But they have a printing press, and if you have a printing press and you take big losses and you can just print the whole, it doesn't really matter. And that's, of course, what they've done when they've had to in the gold market. So my strong belief is that when Bitcoiners win and Bitcoiners and gold people win and sound money advocates have control of the government, because we've got all the marbles, which is how I see the future going, that one of the first things they're going to do is they're going to outlaw financial derivatives, because Buffett's right. They are weapons of mass destruction. They're also weapons of control. Basically financial derivatives say that whoever is the final backstop or whoever has control of the printing press wins by definition, because they can just print more money. I mean, you can always increase the size of the bet, and they have no constraint on their resources as a result of the fact that they've got a printing press. So financial derivatives need to be banned, and the threat of derivatives to Bitcoin is real, but it's not large yet.
With the recent surge of Bitcoin's price crossing the $30,000 mark, there has been a lot of speculation about how high the cryptocurrency could go. Many experts believe that with the current bullish trend, Bitcoin could potentially reach $31,000, $35,000, or even $100,000. Bitcoin enthusiasts could be in for a shocking revelation as Larry Lepard firm predicts an astonishing price of $10 million per Bitcoin.
Fiat currency is losing value consistently, and as that trend grows, people will go to Bitcoin. They'll go to Bitcoin. They'll go to gold. They'll go to property. Nobody's going to be stupid enough to buy bonds from a set of governments that have proven that they can't manage the currency correctly. So I think CBDCs could very easily be a parallel system to gold and Bitcoin as savings technology in a way. We know there is hash coming from Russia. Okay, what we don't know is if the government's involved.
Okay.
We do know that Russian utilities who have excess cheap power are using it to mine Bitcoin. We know that for a fact. Do those utilities have the blessing of the government? And does the government believe in it? We don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But they are, I do believe, both Russia and China, from reading their internal papers and hearing their speeches, they are both very much aware of the fiat scam. They really are. They've as much as said it. They both know that the U.S. has used fiat dollars to colonize and take advantage of the world. That part of the U.S.'s global power is their ability to print money to buy resources and to control the dollar and to use the dollar as a weapon. They both know that, and they've said it. So with that as a backdrop, they both trended towards gold. China has hated on Bitcoin, and so I don't think they're smart enough to be doing it internally. But Russia, they might actually be doing it. I just don't know. Whereas if Bitcoin goes to $100,000, tomorrow, there's not going to be any more Bitcoin created. So that's a very powerful thing. And so, there's 7+ billion people on the planet. There are 21 million of these coins. It's a very sound form of money. As more and more people come to see, I should save in this money, the price is going to go, in my opinion, much higher. I think we'll hit 100,000, then I think we'll hit 1 million, then I think we'll ultimately hit $10 million a coin. I'm sure my grandkids will be shocked at people who own one whole coin. Being a whole coiner will be a big deal.
Larry Lepard predicts that the US dollar is on the verge of complete collapse, which could lead to a massive increase in value for Bitcoin as a hard asset and the top cryptocurrency. Although he admits that the journey for Bitcoin may be bumpy with significant downturns, he remains confident in the technology and its long-term success. Do you agree with Larry Lepard's prediction that Bitcoin could potentially reach $100,000? We have reached the end of our discussion for today. We appreciate your feedback, so please share your thoughts in the comments section below. If you found my content informative, consider subscribing to our channel and enabling the notification bell for regular updates. Thank you for watching.